Hey everybody. Hey, I heart you. Hi replay people, I heart you. Live people, I heart you. I heart each of you. Welcome to the Midday Moment. Welcome to the Midday Moment. The Midday Moment is the place where we expect great things. Not because we ignore the challenges of our day, not because we ignore the questions of our day. We expect great things because we recognize that we are fully human and fully divine. And our fully human selves, we got a lot of questions, y'all, a lot of issues. And our fully divine selves, we have the answers. And not only do we have the answers to expect, we have the answers to create. So we expect and create great things. And the Midday Moment is a part of a large network called Kingdom. And we've got a menu of inspirations for you in Kingdom. So we invite you to partake of the daily download with Dr. Zara R. Pulley. And we have begun, y'all. I didn't mention this yesterday. I posted it, but I didn't mention it. We have begun reading and preparing for our annual time of consecration. I mentioned that, but I mentioned the book, Getting Rid of the Junk. So we're getting rid of the junk so we can get our keys and access, have really practice more access to what it means to have an abundant life. Yes, peaceful life, a life full of hope and peace and all of that. So we encourage you that you can go, you can email Dr. Pulley at DOCTOR, Dr. PULLEY, and you can request your copy. These are $10, $15 for mailing, okay? And we're going to start actually working out of this in the Midday Moment next week. So we're finishing up our powers this week. Yay! So we can start getting rid of junk next week, all right? So that's where we're headed to, all right? So we are finishing up our series, and this is our theme song plan. I mentioned on yesterday that I often sing it, but Sister Girl is getting some new juices flowing in here for the new year, so obviously it's the time to shh a little bit, okay? And so I'm not singing today, but this is our theme song, Great Things by Priscilla Hilliard. So we'll continue to enjoy this throughout the year, and we'll sprinkle in some other songs as we generally do for our time of consecration and renewal coming into the new year. All right, so let's jump into it. Everybody say thank you, theme song. Thank you, theme song. You're very welcome. Theme song said you are welcome. All right. So remember that this week you are getting the Midday Moment as a time release, okay? Because God has blessed my schedule as I'm beautifully, beautifully busy, and I desire to maintain this time with you because it's really time with me. This is time I'm spending with me, and I just get to do it a little publicly. This is a part of my own personal prayer time, my own personal encourage yourself and be inspired, and I get a chance to share it with you. All right, so we are finishing up our 12 powers. I recapped them yesterday, so I am not recapping today. We got to jump into the next one today. So I will say these 12 powers, this is a concept authored by Charles Fillmore. So, wherein we all have unique powers, unique capabilities to do certain things. Some people have a great measure of talent over here. Some people have a great measure of talent over here. These 12 powers, according to Charles Fillmore, we all have them. Everybody has them, okay? And so we've been activating our wonder powers. So, today we're on wonder power. We're on wonder power number 9. Which is order. Wonder power number 9, which is order. And these powers, also known as faculties, they are correlated with body centers to help give some understanding and meaning to them. They are also correlated with the disciples, 12 disciples, so that you have 12 disciples waiting within you to accompany you and to support your highest expression of good in the earth. All right. So here we are. This is faculty number 9. I'm counting them off for me. So I'm not suggesting that out there in the literature that, this is number nine. It's number nine for us. So, number nine for us is order. And order is represented by the disciple James of Alphaeus. This is different from the wisdom James that we talked about several weeks ago, son of Zebedee. This is James of Alphaeus. We actually, also known as the younger James. Some people say the lesser James. We don't actually have a great deal of information about this disciple. And I still think that is unique. Matter of fact, these last few disciples, we don't have a ton of information. We do have some more about Judas, so we'll get there. I have a ton of information about um, uh, James the Younger. But this is really important because even though we don't have a great deal of information about James, James still serves a purpose. Everybody is not going to be listed in the what do you call it, the Genesis book of, or Guinness's book of world records. I probably just botched that all up, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, Ripley's Believe It or Not, all of that. Everybody's not going to make it in that particular analog. Okay, everybody everybody is not going to be listed as one of the presidents of the United States, but that does not make you any less important to divine order. That doesn't make you any less. Everybody's not going to be Beyonce. Okay? Everybody's not going to. You can sing, put a ring on it at home, but everybody's not going to be a Beyonce at the age of 30 and 40 and all that. But that doesn't make you any less important, and it doesn't make you any less a part of God's divine order. Um, this faculty called order is correlated with the the navel, where the umbilical cord is attached to the baby and to the mommy. Okay, because there is an order of nurture, an order of sonship and daughtership there. And so while we refer certainly in scripture to Jesus as the only begotten son, John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, metaphysically, because kingdom is our brand of new thought and metaphysics. Metaphysically, the only begotten son symbolizes for us that the only way, it's not on the surface, it's the only begotten son. But metaphysically, because metaphysics means to go beyond the surface, metaphysically, it's not the only begotten son. Metaphysically, it is more than that. Metaphysically, it is the only way. Hear me? The only way. I know y'all getting ready to think about to say the only way is through Jesus. The only way is through you. The only way to abundant life, the only way to your highest and best self is you accepting that you are a son, a daughter, that you have an umbilical cord to the divine, that you are an offspring of divinity. You are an offspring of love. You are an offspring of God. I know you said, but you don't know how I got here. I came through incest. I came through rape. I came through somebody just having a good time and oops, they ain't even mean to have me. I understand that's what it is on the surface. But beyond the surface, you are a part of divine order. You have an umbilical cord that connected you to your origin. And now you get a chance to come out into this earth and express yourself. But don't get it twisted. The only begotten Son symbolically says to you that your highest and best is wrapped in your divinity, and that the only way for you to access that is to accept that you too are an only begotten, that you are a divine, unique, unrepeatable expression of divinity in the earth. You are a part of divine order. That's beautiful. Okay. All right. That's your nugget for today. That is your time release for today. Okay. I love you. You got another time release coming up. All right. Tomorrow. So take this, marinate on it, digest it, let it activate your James the Younger, who we might not write all of James the Younger in the book, in the Bible, but it still has purpose, order. You still have purpose. All right. So activate your sense, activate your awareness of your divine order, your divine presence in the earth. Activate that awareness. You are here on purpose. We often say sometimes in the midday moment, I'm inspired to inspire, because there's a certain way that I approach my life so that I can overcome our purpose, that I can live on purpose, and I can live out my purpose as a divine expression in the earth. I too came with an umbilical cord. So did you. All right. I love you. God bless you. And God be you. Take care, everybody.